Today, we have from Be Quiet the Straight Power 11 650 watt. It's an 80 plus gold certified power supply, and its main focus is that it's quiet. Its fan doesn't completely shut off, but goes to low RPMs and stays there, and even under quite heavy load, and remains rather inaudible. And I plan to give that a little test, but first we gotta unbox and see what's inside. Well, exterior is just your standard plastic wrap here. Carefully cut that open, rip off some plastic here, throw that aside, and yeah, we got another little seal here. Make sure no one's messed with your stuff in transit. You know, I honestly have not opened this, so you guys get to see exactly what I see the first time, including all the painful messing around opening. So you got a nice manual here, gloss coat, many languages, including German. This power supply manufacturer is located in Germany, but as per usual, I would suspect it's not manufactured there, but more designed and such there. So we have our standard North American plug style here. This looks, yeah, very standard length. You have some zip ties and some black screws, so that it doesn't take away from your case aesthetic. We got nicely wrapped cables here with Velcro, a Velcro strap here. Let's take that off. It's very reusable. You can use it in your cable management here. All right, so we have one accessory cable. This is for the floppy type connectors that you might have used years ago, but I don't know if too many people who have that. But there is some other devices that are still powered by floppy cables. Some of those weird, not so popular front panel LCD displays for, you know, temperature in your case and stuff. I've seen those use those, but you know, Molex or SATA power is getting much more popular. Have the standard 24 pin, and as you notice, these are modular cables, and it has the detachable compatibility thing. If you have some oddball motherboard or just a really old computer you're upgrading your power supply on, here's a very nice SATA power cable. So this is what the modular end looks like, and then you get 4 SATA on that one, and I believe there's another one here. Yep, another one, and it is the same deal. 4 SATA plugs and the modular connector. And oh yeah, this one, another, wow, lots and lots of SATA. So this is great for anybody who considers himself a data hoarder. Oh, this is an interesting one. So we have the Molex, and then we have SATA, and then you have the modular. So this one's a combo cable, very useful in some situations like where you're just trying to get power up to that one DVD or Blu-ray drive you have at the top of your case still. So what else do we got in here? We got another bundle here. Let's unwrap that, another Velcro strap. And so this is gonna be your motherboard, you can see there, your motherboard 8-pin here, and it has the split style there. And then we're gonna get 2 different cables here for your PCIe power for your video cards. So you could have 2 cards with like 2 ones that require dual pins here, though I don't know if the 12-volt rail will have enough power to do that beefy of a card, but I mean, that's a matter of reading the spec sheet a little later here. Anyway, so you got all the PCI power you could use these days, especially with NVIDIA not really pushing SLI and AMD not really pushing Crossfire that hard anymore. That amount of cabling is more than enough, more than adequate for anything you need to do. Now, everyone's probably like, where is the power supply? So we got some cardboard, more cardboard, and then you got a nicely wrapped, bubble wrapped power supply. No fancy bag on this model, but I'm hoping they spent money on quality parts rather than visuals. Oh, I think we need to get the knife here to cleanly open this bag. All right, so we got some of those don't eat humidity controlling packets there. Slide that out. All right, so yeah, we got a nice powder coat paint job here. It's embossed with Be Quiet there. If you can make that out right here. A very nice subtle look to it there, and then you have the side with all the specs on it. I really, anybody that doesn't print these really clearly, it's really annoying when you go back and you're wanting to upgrade your video card and you know, without opening your case, you don't know like what power supply and what the specs are, you know, 3 years down the road. And now this one, I'm just gonna go real quick, you know, max combined power is a 650 watt you're expecting. It says pretty much that you can pull that much just over the 12 volt. This one's very well optimized for high power graphics cards. So what this means when you have a well optimized like a 650 watt power supply is, yeah, you see people putting 1000 watt, 1200 watt power supplies, getting upsold to that. But if you have a good quality 650 watts, that might be all you need. Just looking at what NVIDIA and AMD have done with moving to lower process nodes with their graphics cards, you just simply don't need as much power as you did for graphics cards in past generations. You know, we're not seeing systems pull 1000 watts typically, not in typical workloads with a single card, single CPU. I mean, you know, some of the newer Intel stuff is getting pretty power hungry, and the upcoming Ryzen 3rd generation is looking like it's also going to have some higher power stuff. So, you know, you always got to kind of gauge when you're building a system and choosing a power supply that it's gonna meet your needs in the foreseeable future. But looking at this guy right off the bat without doing any testing, you can tell it's saying it, you know, it has 4 12 volt rails. V1 and V2 are 18 amps, and V3 and V4 are 22 amps. And that gives you, they say it's a combined 54.1 amps. So those are kind of, yeah, those rails are kind of shared, and it's more like 2 rails, but anyways. Let's, I'm not the expert there in electronics, diving into how it's made, but I will be examining in an upcoming video just a little bit more details about this and about the components inside here. But let's just get a good look all around here. There's your module power connectors. And again, you see this one has a very nice, subdued kind of look, very, not too, a little bit of gloss there on the chrome, but I really like that. It's like, that's a nice, sometimes you just get like this kind of meshy thing, but this is really nice for the inside of your case if you had the fan up and people could see it. Usually you're installing it facing down, but this is really nice if you don't have a power supply shroud in your case. This is a really good option. It's not going to mess with your color scheme, presuming black goes with most color schemes. Even white cases work well with a black power supply. So yeah, 10 out of 10 on just that subtle look. If that's what you're going for. They do have models that have color accenting on them, so that's something to look out for. But anyways, thanks for checking out this video, and please subscribe and like, and check back later for some more videos about power supplies and other computer components. Thanks.